Welcome back. So today it's going to be a flash course on sparkling from Quebec. There's so much stuff I want you guys to know about what we're doing here in Quebec. I'm just going to wait that people will log in. It's going to be like 5-10 minutes. What I really want to showcase today is how popular sparkling wine coming from Quebec will become. I'm 100% sure. Hello everyone. Thanks for being watching. Lynn, it's been so long I haven't seen you. Jean-Seb, this is good. I'm going to do one in French. I always are doing like a flash course in English because there's so many people out there. Yesterday, I was watching Coldplay, Chris Martin, live, and I was laughing because it's so human. You know, it was his first time by himself doing a Facebook Live, and I could feel what he felt because you don't want to press, and sometimes just like right now on Facebook, I don't see anything going on. And Instagram, it's much faster. So hi, everyone. If you're there, do a little heart. I don't see any action on Facebook. So sometimes it takes a bit of time. For those who doesn't know me and watch me for the first time, I'm Jessica. I'm a sommelier. And I was reading because the more you do lives, the more you get to know people. And in people, there's a lot of good. Oh, now I see action. And there's a lot of good and bad. What I'm meaning by bad is that I can feel that people sometimes, when you don't know something, you feel a bit nervous and you just want to express yourself because you always have the feeling that, you know, you've been, lied to, or especially in the wine business, since a lot of people don't understand how wine are made or commercialized, especially in Quebec. If you don't know how it works, well, then just ask questions. I had somebody writing to me, what does she know? She sells wine in, we have like a place called Dépanneur, which is not the grocery store, but it's, you know, when you put gas and you go pick up stuff, convenience stores. And it made me laugh because they don't know what they're talking about. First thing first, 2 of my wines are at the SAQ and anywhere else. It's just a place where you purchase the wine. And second, bulk wine is also at the SAQ. So, you know, you just need to understand that there is good bulk and bad bulk. There is good food, you know, like bulk at the grocery, and bad food. You just need to know what you're purchasing first. You just need to trust. And it's normal that people feel that way because sometimes when you don't know what's happening, well, then you have the feeling that everything is the same. So please, if you do have question, ask question instead of being abrupt or rude. And if you want to be rude, well, then just unleash the beast. I don't mind, you know, I don't take it personal at all. It's a very strange moment right now, and sometimes people just need to let it out, and that's fine with me. So for those of you who want to chill, who wants to drink, and who wants to know a bit more about bubbles, I'm just gonna lower the lights right here. I don't know if I can. I don't know which one it is. It's this one because it's too strong. So I am extremely passionate about bubbles from Quebec. I chose L'Orpailleur, and you have Cep d'Argent that I'm going to talk about next Sunday. It's going to be the whole week. Now it's working on Facebook. It took some time. So why am I talking local? Because right now Quebec is going down financially. We really need to be together to purchase stuff from Quebec. I'm wearing KSL, which is boutique, like store, KSL for Cathy Saint Laurent. I love what she's creating, and it's so comfortable. I'm drinking local as well. If you don't have it, I had a question saying, hey, where can I purchase stuff? Well, any grocery stores, directly to the producer, they can deliver, and at the SAQ, of course. This one, it's directly to the producer. L'Orpailleur is almost 40 years old. They started off in 1982, and it's really like a piece of gold. They work so hard, they invest so much, they are extremely careful with the product they do. And this is a sparkling wine that's very good because it's stable. Cep d'Argent, I'm going to talk about it Sunday, is so good. I drink it all the time as well. And my dream would be to create an appellation. What I mean by that, let's say champagne. You know it's champagne because it is in Champagne, right? If you make sparkling wine without an appellation, well, then you sort of lose that sort of describe, like when you really think of champagne, you know what it is. You know, it's unique. It tastes like the terroir, and this is what I want here. So if we could create altogether an appellation that could be called acero, because you always add sugar in bubbles to balance the whole deal. And here we have a lot of maple syrup, so maple sugar. So that would be a perfect match, maple sugar with bubbles. So I'm working on that project, and I'm very passionate about it. So let's speak about all of those lovers out there that want to chit-chat for free. The special code, it's written in French. It's Rencontre Sportive Fruit. Okay, so you can chit-chat for free. So how do you open a bottle of wine? You just always hold, okay, you press with your thumb on top of it, because there's so much pressure in a bottle, more than in your tire in your car. Okay, so it's very dangerous. One time in New York, one girl was joking around and shaking the bottle, and directly in front of me, she hit her eyeball. Imagine. This is so bad. So always put it on the side, okay? Maybe on somebody you don't like. No, I'm joking. And hold it tight. You remove this part. You can keep it on top because it gives you like a good grip. And then you can turn, okay, clockwise, like reverse. So this hand in one direction and the other one in the other direction, like this. Never, you can remove it if it's bad. And 1, 2, usually at 3, the count is good, and you bend it over very softly, okay? So this is to open a bottle of sparkling. People ask me why there's a hole. I don't know how to say that without my accent. A hole in the bottle is because back in the days, you know, it was blow. They used to blow in the glass. So you ended up with a little, you know, like empty space here. And they keep it because when you age it, you put like a beer cap on top and you put it upside down and you can stack the bottle. And when you're ready, well, then you just, you know, put a normal cork into it. So I'm using a flute. You can use a regular glass of wine if you prefer having like a good smell. The aromas are much better in a normal glass of wine. So this is made with Céval and Vidal, which are hybrid. When I say hybrid, it's like Quebecer, okay? It's a blend, it's a mix, like European mix with somebody else, right? Céval, Vidal are 2 great grapes for bubbles. You can see that the color, we always look at the color, is very gold, okay? I'm just gonna put some white paper under it so you can see. So the color is dense, it's very intense, so you see it's gonna smell a lot of stuff. It looks like, you know, like a peach or something, like a golden apple. Great bubbles, you see it everywhere. It's a traditional method, so the same method as in champagne. It's not like a Prosecco where they make the bubble in a big tank. It's called Charmat method, okay? In Cava, in Spain, it's the same traditional method with, you know, like, it's a second fermentation in the bottle, not the bubbles. So you end up with great bubbles. It's a very refined product, $28 only, quite cheap actually for all of that process. It's 18 months, okay, in their cellar prior to us to be able to purchase it. So not bad at all. And when you smell it, it smells like fruit. It smells like cooked fruit. In French, we call that tarte tatin, which is a tart with apple put in the oven, a bit of caramel. There's no sense of wood. It's really on that fruit part. Very good nose. Very fresh and mineral. And when you taste it, precise. If I tasted blind taste, I wouldn't, you know, I would be top of the line. It's very well done. Domaine Bergeville Bio makes great bubbles as well. Cep d'Argent, he also owned with his brother. They are from Champagne, so they're not crazy enough to invest so much money in the Quebec market if they didn't believe in it. So I really think that bubbles will go far. If you're listening and you're not, you know, from Quebec, you can write to me where you're from. So this is always fun. I always read it back afterwards because I see a lot of names coming up, and I see lots of people that follow me in French, but also people on Instagram coming from all over the world. So it's fun to know where you're coming from. And I really want to showcase our product for you. It's a special time. You know, how many people are inside their house right now. Not millions, billions, I believe so. So it's a unique moment. I was talking about Coldplay, to all be connected, on a human base, and to show what we do best. Because it's, I never have the time to do all these lives like this. Salut Guillaume. Hello, everyone. So for bubbles, if you want to make cocktails, very easy cocktail. We call that kir. We have a great cassis cream here that I don't have, unfortunately, because I'm in quarantine. But we have good cassis in Quebec. If you don't know, cassis is that sort of black berry, very acidic and bitter. So you just need to put it in. You can have like a peach liqueur that can be very good, like a Bellini, sparkling Bellini. What can you do? You can have like a cube of sugar and you put Angostura on it and you just drop it inside. That can work. It's a Kir Royal. It's an old sort of, not Kir Royal. Kir Royal, it's with bubbles for a Kir. With the Angostura, it's a very old traditional cocktail. Orange juice, any kind of juice. If you chit-chat with your family, just open a bottle of sparkling and chit-chat with them. It's going to go faster. So I always pair champagne with sushi. This is not champagne, but sparkling wine with sushi. Why? Because the acidity cut right through, and it's perfect to go along with that rice, that texture, that, sometimes you have salmon, tuna, lots of vegetables. So when you don't know what to drink, all the Alsatian wines are very good, like Riesling. Pinot Grigio is very good also, or Pinot Gris. But for me, sparkling with sushi is the best. And I'm going to finish on that note. If you're in the Quebec market, especially Montreal, but anywhere will do, my friend Christian Genet from Buddha Station, this is amazing what he's doing. If you purchase 5 of those like this, so you end up with a box, it's very fresh, extremely good. He gave away 5 more bucks like this, 5 more, how do you call that? Anyway, portion like this for Banque Alimentaire. So it's called Buddha Solidaire, to be all together. So you eat and you're sure that another person eat with you. So I found that fantastic. Buddha Station, check it out. If you prefer cooking on your own, cook it. Is doing a very good job. With my name, Jessica Harnois, you have a rebate of $40. This is fun. Why I'm saying all that? Because we have to adapt. I ask all of my friends to switch. Me, I do that for many years, I always receive my stuff, so I have like a great recipe and I can do good pairing. So this is poulet korma, and korma, you have lentil, onions. It's going to be not sweet, but sweet and spicy, and this will go very, very well with the champagne. So on that note, I cheers to you guys. Orpailleur, which is $28. It's Orpailleur on their website if you want to order it. If you come from another part of the world, I don't know how it works, but I will find out. You can send me a little question and I will answer. I'm going to be at 6 in French, and I'm going to talk about lots of stuff, and we're going to do the game. All right, ciao. See you later. Thanks for watching.